Hajj is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. It is a pilgrimage to Mecca. Muslims must perform Hajj once in their lifetime if they are able. Hajj is a spiritual journey. It is a time for Muslims to reflect on their faith. Hajj is a journey of a lifetime. Millions of Muslims make the journey every year. They come from all over the world. They gather in Mecca to perform the Hajj. Hajj is a time for unity and equality. All Muslims are equal in the eyes of God. They wear simple white garments during Hajj. This symbolizes their equality. Hajj is a demanding journey, both physically and spiritually. Muslims must be prepared to make sacrifices. They must be patient and understanding. But the rewards of Hajj are great. It is a chance to renew one's faith and strengthen one's relationship with God. The Hajj is a pilgrimage that dates back to ancient times. It is rooted in the monotheistic traditions of the patriarch Abraham. Muslims believe that Abraham was commanded by God to build the Kaaba. The Kaaba is a cube-shaped structure located in Mecca. It is the most sacred site in Islam. Muslims believe that Abraham and his son Ishmael built the Kaaba. They built it as a house of worship for the one God. The Kaaba has been a place of pilgrimage for centuries. People of many different faiths have visited it. The Hajj was already an established pilgrimage when the Prophet Muhammad was born in Mecca in the 7th century CE. The Prophet Muhammad incorporated the Hajj into Islam. He cleansed the Kaaba of idols. He rededicated it to the worship of the one God. The Hajj became one of the 5 pillars of Islam. It has been performed by Muslims ever since. To understand the significance of Hajj, we must first understand the origins of Islam. Islam was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad in 7th century Arabia. Arabia was a land of diverse beliefs and practices. Polytheism was widespread. Mecca, the birthplace of the Prophet Muhammad, was an important center of trade and pilgrimage. The Kaaba, a cube-shaped structure, stood at the heart of Mecca. It housed idols representing various deities. The Prophet Muhammad, deeply troubled by the social injustices and spiritual disarray of his time, received his first revelation from God through the angel Gabriel. This marked the beginning of his prophetic mission. The Kaaba, a pre-Islamic structure, played a central role in the Prophet Muhammad's message. Muslims believe that God commanded Abraham to build the Kaaba as a place of worship, dedicated to the one God. Over time, however, the Kaaba had become a site of idolatry. The Prophet Muhammad's message of monotheism directly challenged the polytheistic practices associated with the Kaaba. His teachings emphasized the oneness of God and the rejection of all other deities. This message resonated with some Meccans who embraced Islam. However, it also faced strong opposition from those who felt threatened by the Prophet's call to abandon traditional beliefs and practices. Section 5. The Prophet Muhammad's Hajj. The Prophet Muhammad's life was marked by struggle and persecution as he sought to spread the message of Islam. In 622 CE, facing increasing hostility in Mecca, the Prophet Muhammad and his followers migrated to Medina. This event, known as the Hijra, marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar. In Medina, Islam flourished. The Prophet Muhammad established a community governed by the principles of Islam. In 630 CE, the Prophet Muhammad and his followers returned to Mecca. They cleansed the Kaaba of idols, rededicating it to the worship of the one God. The Prophet Muhammad's pilgrimage to Mecca, known as the Farewell Hajj, serves as a model for Muslims performing Hajj today. His actions during this pilgrimage solidified the rituals and practices associated with Hajj. The Hajj is a physically and spiritually demanding journey that involves a series of rituals performed over several days. Pilgrims enter a state of spiritual purity known as ihram. They wear simple white garments, symbolizing equality and unity before God. One of the main rituals of Hajj is the circumambulation of the Kaaba. Pilgrims walk counterclockwise around the Kaaba 7 times, reciting prayers and supplications. This ritual signifies the unity of Muslims and their devotion to God. Another important ritual is the running between the hills of Safa and Marwa. This commemorates Hagar's desperate search for water for her son Ishmael. Muslims believe that God provided a spring of water known as the Zamzam well, which still flows today. Hajj is the 5th pillar of Islam and is obligatory for all adult Muslims who are physically and financially able to perform it. Muslims can undertake the pilgrimage to Mecca at other times of the year. This is known as Umrah, or the Lesser Pilgrimage. While Hajj can only be performed during a specific time of the year, Umrah can be performed at any time. Both pilgrimages involve rituals that symbolize submission to God, unity, and the cleansing of sins. The Hajj is a deeply spiritual journey that brings Muslims closer to God. It is a time for reflection, repentance, and renewal of faith. The pilgrimage reminds Muslims of the equality of all people before God. In today's world, Hajj is a remarkable demonstration of global unity and faith. Every year, millions of Muslims from all walks of life, representing diverse cultures and languages, converge on Mecca to perform the Hajj. The pilgrimage transcends national borders, ethnicities, and social statuses. It is a powerful reminder of the shared heritage and beliefs that unite Muslims worldwide. The Saudi Arabian government invests significant resources in managing the logistics of Hajj, from providing accommodation and transportation to ensuring the safety and well-being of pilgrims. The Saudi authorities strive to facilitate a smooth and meaningful pilgrimage experience for all. The Hajj is a testament to the enduring legacy of the Prophet Abraham and the universality of the Islamic message. For centuries, Muslims have embarked on this spiritual journey, seeking forgiveness, renewal, and a closer connection with God. The Hajj is not merely a physical journey but a transformative experience. It instills humility, promotes empathy, and fosters a sense of community among Muslims. As Muslims from around the world gather in Mecca, they reaffirm their commitment to the principles of Islam: unity, equality, and submission to the will of God. The Hajj serves as a powerful reminder of the spiritual essence of Islam and its message of peace, compassion, and brotherhood.